Hello and welcome to Reason News. Today we're diving into the latest developments surrounding the ongoing investigation involving Sean Diddy Combs. His legal team is making moves challenging the search warrants executed on his properties and seeking to suppress evidence. This case has been making headlines, and we're here to break down what this new filing means and what could happen next. Combs, a prominent figure in the music industry, has been under investigation, and law enforcement recently conducted searches at his residences. Now his lawyers are fighting back. In a new legal filing, they're arguing that the search warrants were invalid and that any evidence obtained as a result should be inadmissible in court. Their argument centers around the idea that the warrants lacked probable cause, a key legal standard that requires law enforcement to demonstrate a reasonable belief that a crime has been committed.
The defense believes the search warrant applications were overbroad, allowing the government to effectively rummage through all of Diddy's iCloud accounts, his homes, that the federal agents were none too shy when they showed up, with guns drawn. They also said that they didn't give the magistrate judge who signed the search warrant applications a full picture and excluded things that could be helpful to Diddy's defense and included accounts from some unnamed producer, for one, who they say was just not a credible witness.
The defense is essentially claiming that the information used to obtain the warrants wasn't sufficient to justify the searches. If a judge agrees, it could seriously impact the prosecution's case. Evidence seized during the searches, which could include anything from documents and electronic devices to physical items, might be thrown out. This is a significant challenge to the investigation, and it could potentially weaken the case against Combs. This legal maneuver is a common tactic in criminal defense, but it's not always successful. The burden of proof is on the defense to demonstrate why the warrants were invalid. The prosecution will undoubtedly push back, arguing that the warrants were properly obtained and that the searches were lawful. The judge will ultimately have to weigh the arguments from both sides and make a decision. The outcome of this challenge could have major implications for the entire investigation. If the evidence is suppressed, it could significantly hamper the prosecution's ability to build a strong case. Conversely, if the judge upholds the warrants, the evidence will remain admissible and the investigation will likely proceed. Meanwhile, just ahead of his highly anticipated trial involving sexual abuse and racketeering allegations, his lawyer has officially withdrawn from the case. The trial, which centers around serious accusations of sexual abuse and racketeering, has been looming for some time. Combs has vehemently denied all allegations. However, the departure of his lead attorney just weeks before the trial is set to begin is a dramatic turn of events. While the exact reasons for the lawyer's withdrawal haven't been publicly disclosed, it's common for such situations to arise from disagreements over legal strategy, payment issues, or even ethical concerns.
Anthony, in a court filing on Friday, said he's leaving the case. In the filing, Anthony Rico said, quote, "For the reasons set forth below, this motion for withdrawals is filed so that Sean Combs may move forward with his defense and to commence jury selection and trial without any delay. As a result of discussion with lead counsel Mark Agnifilo, this motion for withdrawal of counsel is filed. While I am aware that the local rule requires that an application for withdrawal of counsel is supported and granted, there are sufficient reasons related to protections afforded by the attorney-client privilege for brevity in my application for withdrawal as counsel in this case. Although I have provided Sean Combs with the high level of legal representation expected by the court, under no circumstances can I continue to effectively serve as counsel for Sean Combs," end quote. Now, essentially in legalese, I quit, but I can't go into details because of attorney-client privilege. According to the filing, though, the defense shakeup won't delay the case. Diddy will continue with 5 attorneys. That's Mark Agnifilo, Tinny Garagos, Alexandra Shapiro, Jason A. Driscoll, and Anna Esteval. Now, a judge still has to sign off on the motion, but with the government taking no position on it and the fact Anthony Rico spoke with Mark Agnifilo about it before filing the motion, a judge will likely sign off on it.
This change in legal representation at such a late stage can be a significant setback for any defendant. A new lawyer A new lawyer would need time to get up to speed on the complex details of the case, potentially delaying the trial. It also raises questions about Combs's legal strategy. Will he seek a new high-profile attorney, or will he opt for someone less known? The choice could significantly impact how he's perceived by the jury. This development adds another layer of intrigue to an already complex case. The trial itself promises to be a major media event, with potentially damaging testimony and evidence coming to light. Now, with the last-minute change in legal representation, the spotlight is even brighter. Thanks for watching Reason News. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for the latest updates on this and other developing stories. We'll be back soon with more news, but until then, stay informed, stay curious, and stay updated.